everybody, it's Debbie with the Pickin Coop Farmstead, and I am long overdue on potting up my little fall vegetables. So I'm going to grab the first one. I've got three little plants in here, and this is Steve's Select Broccoli. So I've got 3 plants, so I need 2 more markers. So I am going to grab those. Got my number 2 pencil. And I'll bring it down here where you can see this is kind of this is just a top to some like Rubbermaid tote I use as my planting thing. I have my bottom watering tray over here. I have other cups right here. I just need 2. And then I've got my soil right down there. So what we're going to do is write Steve's Select. I'll just put Steve's Broccoli. I only have one kind of broccoli called Steve's. So yeah, that's all I need. Number 2 pencil is your best marker to use. It's cheap, easy, and it withstood all summer long. I can attest to that. My friend Fern at Hummingbird Farms, and I think I'll put her link. You should go follow her. She's amazing. So I have cups. I reuse my little cups. I like the narrower cups. There's some off-brand. I couldn't tell you which ones they are. It doesn't really say. Simply because you can get more of them in your bottom watering tray. So first of all, I've got my dirt, I've got my soil, I've got my markers. I'm going to take this marker out, loosen up the bottom. As you can see, there's little roots hanging down there. Loosen them up, gently turn them upside down. Gently, ever so gently, tease them apart. I'm going to put them down in my cup like this. Fill this up with your soil. And I do dampen this soil up a little bit. Not a lot like I do when I'm planting seeds, but enough to where you're not just putting like dry soil in with your plants. So this is what you end up with. 1 plant per cup. And put your little marker back in. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. So I'll do it one more time. Gently tease these apart. Try to disturb the roots the least possible. I said that kind of backwards, didn't I? Afternoon videos, I'm really not on my A game. Yeah. But anyways, this poor little guy was like, get me out of here. All right, so put that one in there. And last but not least, this one has another baby one off to the side. I'm going to leave it there. And I am just these guys are seriously overdue for their potting up. I've just had so much going on, as do we all, I'm sure. I've got my fall shows that have started. I sold a whole bunch. I thank the Lord for that on Saturday. But now I've got to get busy and replenish my inventory. So anyways, that's all there is to this. I'm just going to keep on going. I've got, look at all these. That is a lot of plants in there. These are rutabagas. I don't even know how I got that many plants in one cup, or why I did that many plants in one cup. Kind of crazy. Let's see what I can do with that. I might have to divide them in groups. Let's try it. All right, so we've got, these are purple top rutabagas. Purple top. I'll just put rutabagas because I'll know what that is. I might have to divide these again because there's so many. I usually don't do that. I must have spilled them in there. I don't know what in the world I did. I usually only put like 4 per cup. All right, let's see what we can do here. They are definitely wanting to come out of here. All right, so I'm going to take just these 3. Put them in here, and then we're just going to add some soil. And then we'll have to divide these again because there's so many in here. I've never had to do this. I don't know what possessed me to put that many seeds. I did it on film. I don't know. All right. It's probably going to be one of those things, survival at the fittest. So there's 3 in there. They will be happy, I think, regardless, just getting out of where they are. Let's see. There's about... Come on. I don't want to break you guys. Yeah. Oops. Get out of there. There's about 3 more. I know I wanted a lot more rutabagas, but I know I don't know what I was doing. I do not know. And hopefully these guys will take kindly to being separated another time. I honestly don't know that answer. Root vegetables are not real happy. So maybe I'll plant them in 3s like I do the Charles Dowding method. Just plant this whole cup like I do the beets. That could be an option. We'll find out if it works. Let's see. I think I'm just going to put all of these in this cup. There we go. We'll see what happens. What is gardening if it's not an experiment, right? Got the soil, you've got the watering, you've got all of the things, fertilizer. All right, so you get the idea. So I have several. I'll show you everything that I've gotten done here when I get done. We'll be back. Okie dokie, guys. This is 1 full tray. And this is just the first couple of cups. I've got my Steve's broccoli, purple rutabagas, and my snowball um, cauliflower. I've still got a couple more kinds of cabbages, some more broccolis over there. My beets, I'm not really going to pot up. I might add a little topsoil to them, but I will do the rest of them tomorrow in another video. So I've got to put some water in the bottom of these trays and mist the top and put them under a light so they can be flourishing. All right. I hope the sun is shining where you are. I hope you're happy, healthy, safe as always. And hold on, let me see what there you are. And thank you so much as always for watching, sharing, subscribing, and commenting on my channel. And we will keep these indoors until we get a little closer towards maybe the 1st of October, because we get our first frost here around the 15th. So I'm going to put them out to harden them off towards the last couple days of September, and then the 1st of October we can plant these guys out. All right, I'll talk to you all later. God bless and bye bye. Happy gardening. Woo, hang on.